which is pot, which is going to be on the ballot. Well, this was on the Ohio ballot. And by the way, as I mentioned in the monologue, this was a complicated issue where, you know, I had to go, gee whiz, I hate corporations and I love pot. This is a tough one. But you know what? I've been smoking pot for 40 years. I can wait a few more years to get it right. I'm glad it went down in Ohio. This was amazing to me, this attempt to somehow shoehorn pot legalization right in with economic monopoly. Really? Can't we have stoner to table first? Can't the hippies control it for a little while before Monsanto and R.J. Reynolds put up Roundup-ready joints?
It's not.
I mean, this is.
If legal, it will not be an artisanal product. It's like cigarettes. It has massive economies of scale. Marketing is going to matter. It is going to be, if ever legal, a giant industry with very low levels of commercial ethics, and it will advertise to younger people because that's how you have to get people starting. So if you don't like giant corporations, get ready, because you're about to have one of the most cynical giant corporations of them all targeting in some of the worst ways if this product is ever legalized, which I hope it will not be beyond the states that have already done it.
I'm pretty pro-legalization.
Great.
Yeah.
Boo. Boo.
But I think that if you were somebody who did not want legalization, this is a genius strategy to not get legalization. There's nothing that's going to make a bunch of stoner libertarians more upset than creating a big marijuana cartel. So I think this is their strategy, and we got to call them out on it.
Well, I think it was a mistake in Ohio to skip over medical uses of marijuana and go directly to recreational uses. I think the first thing we've got to get in this country is wide-scale, coast-to-coast medical marijuana use being legal. We have to update our banking laws. We have to update our FDA laws. We have to get that ready. But it's interesting. You cannot call yourself a libertarian on that stage of Republicans. You cannot call yourself a states' rights person and then say, I'm opposed to all this. Like Chris Christie is a phony. To say that I respect what we did in New Jersey, but I want to stamp it out everywhere else is a phony position.
Right.
And no one should call themselves a libertarian or even a conservative if they don't believe in letting people make those kind of decisions for themselves.
I call myself a conservative, and I want to see marijuana stay illegal. This is one of those things where people may have to learn from experience. The way back in the 70s when the drinking age was lowered from 21 to 18, and there was then terrible carnage on the highways, and it took a decade and a half to learn that was not a good idea, and the drinking age was then raised back.
It's not the same drug, dude.
Sometimes
it's not the same drug. This is such bullshit.
It's the same learning curve.
It is not.
Of course it's not the same drug.
Alcohol kills hundreds of thousands of people. Pot has never killed anybody.
Marijuana creates all kinds of different problems, but
it doesn't.
It will have. This may be a case where people have to learn the hard way.
You guys are bumming my high.
Okay. So,